Hi and welcome to another video with Zeddy. So this tape right here is a real tape that I made back when I was in high school. Well, actually a friend made it for me. He had the CD, yeah, see it's broken. He had the CD for Green Day Dookie, and I asked him if he could make me a copy, and this was the tape that he made it on. I think he told me he recorded it on a, what do you call a Sharp mini system. It wasn't like a boombox or anything, it was a mini system, off of a CD of course, and that was his original handwriting on top. And then 2 years later, when Insomnia came out, when I bought the CD, I recorded this one on the other side. So that was his original handwriting right there. He recorded it on November 6th, 94. No noise reduction. And I recorded Insomniac at June 5th, 1996. Also no noise reduction. And when I recorded mine, that was from a boombox. And I remember it was a Sharp boombox too. If I remember the, if I can find out the make and model and search for it on Google, I will go ahead and put it in the description. But yeah, it didn't fit the entire 45 minutes. In fact, it's kind of a short album, I believe. So I have a lot of blank space for side A and also on side B. But that's okay, because back in the day, it's all about, you know, getting the album on there. So this was the original. Now I've never really had a used a JVC tape before. It doesn't sound all that great, but that could be age, and of course there's a little damage here, or it could be just the equipment that we recorded on. Who knows? But I was told these were Seihan tapes. So I wanted to recreate this, you know. I have a Nakamichi cassette deck as well as a nice 3-head JVC deck that you guys seen in my previous videos. So I wanted to see what it sounds, if I can recreate this tape and make it sound really good using a digital source. I think I have the title trial when I recorded this, so I may have the FLAC files off of those to see if I can recreate this tape, which by the way I don't know if I showed the other side, which I did write with my own handwriting here, and I think this was also my handwriting because he didn't label, my friend didn't label the first one, the first side. So I just didn't want to recreate this tape using, you know, a Maxell, a TDK or anything like that. I like recreating things exactly the way it was before. Found this on eBay. So that's kind of cool. I believe this was in 1989, this tape. This was either 1989 or 1990, but I will put it on the description down here when I find it online. But yeah, I just want to open this up for you guys. So here is another cassette tape unwrapping. This time it is the JVC GI-90. A little bubbling here. So let's take a look to see if everything's exactly the same, including the pressure pad. And it is. And what I was kind of interested too was, see a blank spot up there, and it's also blank here too. So that is interesting. And I believe this still says it was made in Korea. So, I now remember to have a big pen. I actually bought some. Ooh, it's a little cupped. Other than that, it looks pretty smooth. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is a relatively dark brown. Not like super dark brown, but darker brown than most ferrics, what we would think is just pure ferric. So let's take a look at this one. It's the same, of course, as I would expected, but it's not as smooth. Let me see if I can focus there. So it's not as smooth, but then again, this is an older tape. Here, it's a little cupped, but it's pretty smooth. Doesn't have a very strong smell, but it does have a distinctive smell. Can't describe it though. So, and it's very hard to see the hubs because it's well hidden in the shell. Maybe the only way that for me to look at it is to take it apart. So let's bias this up. So I'm back on my JVC TD-V661 deck, and if you look at my, oh, sorry for the glare, not much I can do about that, sorry, but here, if you look at the settings of my level and the record level and the bias, it's already been set for something. It's already been calibrated. And what it was calibrated to is this Sony HF, which I believe is, it's one of their later tapes. I'm gonna have to put it in the description below. I was trying to make a recording on this tape, a mixtape, earlier, and it just barely fits. So that mixtape that I made on the Maxell UR in my previous video doesn't fit this tape. You know, it is short by about, I want to say 30 seconds or so, which sucks. So I had to abandon that. Here's a new recording, so I'm going to try it with, I'm going to now see what this bias is up to. Now let's see, you know, how much of a difference it is compared to that Sony. So I'm going to fast forward this. Somewhere in the middle of the tape. Let me see if I can listen to any hiss. Alright, pretty hissy. There's Dolby on, so you kind of know where the reference point is. That's off. There's C. B. back to off. All right, calibrate. All right, so the level needs to go up a little bit. So we'll bring the levels up. There you go. It needs less bias, and I can't calibrate it any more than that. So you can see I'm all the way to the left on the bias, and the level I just had to bring it up a little bit. So this deck I cannot calibrate to this tape, which is a pity. All right, well then, let's try the Naki. I'm gonna set to EX, 120, Dolby off for now. Everything looks good. Let's do that. Record pause. Oh, shut you up. Azimuth is dead center from my last tape. Oh, whoa. Okay. Maybe there are some dropouts? Who knows? Well, let me see. Level needs to go up. There you go. So let's do the bias. Need to turn it up. And the right side. Well, it looks like the right is as best I can do, and on the left is also the best I can do. So it looks like this is also barely able to bias, but it looks like it's better than my JVC. But it's not stable, so this tape has probably dropouts, which is evident by the azimuth light going on and off for a little bit there that you saw earlier. Alright, well, maybe it's just bad tape in the beginning, so I'm going to fast forward it even more. The ZX7, what's nice about the ZX7 is that it has a really fast forward and rewind function. I mean, look at that. Very short amount, and we're already that far into the tape. So let's go record, pause, and then I'm going to do azimuth again. Now it looks like we need to adjust it. Alright, that looks good. The level, left needs to go higher. This is dead on, right? Yep, it's dead on. A little higher. Alright, let's go bias. Ooh. Now, yeah, I can't go any higher on the right. But the left one is all over the place still. Best I can do is probably match it to the right one and just hope for the best so it doesn't sound too weird when you're actually doing a real recording. Okay, well, Well, there you have it. It's a little better, but at the same time, I can't calibrate to it completely 100% with either decks that I have. So, all right. Well, good to know. May not be a very good tape to record on, but who knows? It might still surprise me. There are some tapes where I can't calibrate to, and it still sounded pretty damn good because I got it close just like this. So we'll see. All right, well, this is Eddie, and thanks for watching this video for the JVC GI-90s. Hope you enjoyed it. Toodle-doo.